Let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're not just talking about having good manners or writing simple thank you notes. We are looking at the actual hard science of appreciation. We're going to explore how gratitude isn't just some polite gesture, but a profound way to physically change the molecular structure of your brain. We'll look at how you can actively rewrite your neural pathways, lower your body's inflammation, and fundamentally alter how you experience stress, literally just by changing what you choose to focus on. So, think about it for a second. What actually makes you happy? Is it having fun? Making money? Well, a soul pancake experiment asked this exact question to a group of volunteers, and they revealed something psychologists have now scientifically proven. Gratitude is absolutely one of the greatest contributing factors to your overall happiness. In the experiment, researchers had participants just write down a short paragraph about someone highly influential in their lives, someone who did something truly amazing for them. And get this, just the simple act of remembering and writing that down started shifting their baseline happiness. What's happening here beautifully illustrates neuroplasticity. That's your brain and nervous system's ability to actually change in response to your experiences. When you express genuine gratitude, your brain releases dopamine, that powerful motivation molecule, along with serotonin. These are two absolutely crucial neurotransmitters that regulate your emotions. Brain coach Jim Quick points out that this practice literally rewires your neural circuits. It even improves the function of your prefrontal cortex, which is the area governing your critical thinking and decision-making. So you are quite literally building a more resilient, higher-functioning brain just by acknowledging the good stuff around you. There is this stunning real-world example of this kind of cognitive reframing in action. After receiving a really terrifying brain tumor diagnosis, Dr. Christina Costa was immediately bombarded with that exhausting cancer fighter narrative. Everyone told her to go to war with her own body. But as she so beautifully puts it, a body is not a battlefield. War was not for me. Drawing on her own background in psychology, she completely rejected that framework. Instead, she chose to literally kiss her brain every single day. It was a gratitude practice she actually used to teach her middle school students. She chose to love and appreciate her brain rather than fight it, and that profoundly changed her psychological experience of a devastating illness. To get you these exact same benefits, we're going to walk through a quick step-by-step tutorial. We'll cover the science of gratitude, the unsent letter, the 3-minute journal, the story method, and finally, how to tie it all together to live a grateful life. Let's get right into it. Part 1. The science of gratitude and how it rewires the mind. You know how when you're stressed, every little annoyance just seems to stick to you? Well, as Mel Robbins and Dr. Aditi Nurikar explain, our brains are hardwired for survival. Because of that, stress makes negative experiences stick to the brain like Velcro. If you're overwhelmed, your brain is essentially flashing a giant danger sign, holding on to every single frustrating moment to protect you. But building a daily gratitude habit acts as a cognitive reframing tool that actually decreases that stickiness. It essentially turns your brain from Velcro into Teflon, letting all that daily negativity and irritation just slide right off. All right, step 1 of our tutorial, the unsent letter and shifting your focus. Here is where the data gets incredible. Dr. Joel Wong led a study at Indiana University where they took nearly 300 therapy patients and split them up to compare expressive stress journaling against writing a weekly gratitude letter. One group wrote about their stress, while the other wrote just one gratitude letter a week to someone they appreciated. Now, here's the wild part about this tool. You don't even have to send the letter to get the benefits. The group that wrote the unsent weekly gratitude letter showed significantly better mental health and reduced depression. And the most amazing part, these neuroplastic benefits were still clearly visible in their brain scans a full 12 weeks later. Just writing it out shifts your internal focus from scanning for threats to feeling connected. But if you do choose to share it, the results absolutely explode. That Soul Pancake experiment found that folks who wrote a letter but couldn't make a phone call to the person saw a 2 to 4% jump in happiness. Pretty good, right? But the participants who actually called the person and read their letter out loud, they saw a massive 4 to 19% increase in their happiness. And remarkably, the person who experienced the single biggest jump was the one who came into the experiment as the least happy. So if you're going through a really tough time right now, this tool is especially potent. Moving on to step 2. The 3-minute journal for nighttime reflection. This is where we see it. It's not just about feeling warm and fuzzy. It is hardcore biology. Dr. Laura Redwine ran a UC San Diego study looking at 70 patients with early-stage heart failure. They asked half of them to simply write down 3 small things they were grateful for right before bed. The results were completely astounding. Compared to the control group, the folks doing the gratitude journaling physically lowered their bodily inflammation, improved their sleep quality, and increased their heart rate variability. And HRV is a massive indicator of a resilient, healthy nervous system. Literally, 3 minutes a night changes your cardiovascular health. Which brings us to step 3, the story method and physiological synchronization. Human neurobiology is absolutely fascinating because we are completely wired for story. A study published in Cell Reports showed that conscious processing of narrative stimuli actually synchronizes heart rates. Science shows that when different people listen to the exact same story about someone receiving genuine help, their heart rates and breathing patterns literally sync up. It shifts their physiology into this deeply relaxed, pro-social state. And you can actually leverage this biological quirk for your own daily practice. Stanford neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman calls this the story method, and here's exactly how you do it. First, find a story that truly moves you. It could be from a movie, a podcast, or a moment from your own life where someone gave or received genuine help. Second, jot down a few short bullet points about the struggle and the help that was provided. Third, just review those notes for 60 seconds a day. That's it. You don't have to reread the whole story. Because your brain circuits are so highly adaptable, just glancing at those bullets instantly triggers your brain's pro-social neural networks, dropping you right back into that powerful physiological state of gratitude. Finally, part 5, living a grateful life through daily integration. Integrating these tools into your routine is actually incredibly simple. It doesn't take hours of meditation. It just takes moments of intention. Brain coach Jim Quick uses a great acronym to remember this. Thanks. Schedule time on your calendar to reflect. Highlight the positive moments of your day. Acknowledge others out loud, even just shooting off a quick text. Appreciate nature. A brief walk outside completely resets your perspective. Practice kindness, because giving to others naturally triggers your own appreciation. And finally, savor the small joys, like the warmth of a good cup of tea or the quiet of the morning. The monk and scholar David Steindl-Rast observes something so profound about this. He says it's not just another day, it's the one day that is given to you today. He points out that if you just open your eyes and treat the unique weather, the clouds in the sky, and the faces of the people you meet as a singular, unrepeatable gift, gratefulness will naturally overflow into blessing all around you. It's really all about pulling your focus out of the daily chaos and grounding it in the present reality of what is actually going right. We know for a fact that what you appreciate actually appreciates in value within your life. So I want to leave you with this final thought. How are you going to rewire your brain today? Are you going to write that unsent letter? Are you going to keep a 3-minute journal by your bed tonight? Pick just one step. Take back control of your mind from all the negativity out there and permanently rewire your brain for happiness. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.